Welcome to WSvibestv. This is your favorite channel for love, life, and relationship talk. Tune in and let's get started. She's shining like a morning star. WSvibestv. This is your man.
Y'all, don't mind him. He's just excited that we're getting back to doing videos again. Hey, I'm.
Oh, that's not the
I thought you wanted to keep it.
How can I say we?
What? Why not? Why not?
Hi everyone, WSvibestv. This is your man, Wisdom.
Hey guys, this is Sharona. What's going on? Hoping y'all having a great weekend.
Right. Yeah, it's been a while we done a video. It's almost how many months now? Is it up to a month? I remember we did one video one time about
high vibrations, raising your vibration.
Yeah, apart from our vlogs, from our visit a visit to Panola.
Oh, Palola, was it Mountain?
Yeah.
State Park.
And then our vacation at
Panama City Beach.
Right.
Yeah, so we do have videos prior to this one of our vacation at Panama City Beach. Also the one where we were in Panola State Park, Mountain Park, and here in Georgia, and also talking about high vibration. So this is, and then I have an exercise video. So I would say this is our 5th video for the year. So today we are going to discuss about maybe a topic that maybe some people may want to hear, some people may not want to hear.
Right.
And that is how society sees that man is the head of the woman.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah. Generally, that is the general concept. There are some places where that concept hold more strongly than other places, but generally across the globe, that is the general concept that man is the head of the woman, or man is the head of the family, or something like that.
Right.
Yeah. But what we're going to be talking about is looking at it from the divine point of view. We know that that concept comes from the egoistic point of view. That is a human point of view.
Right.
About the relationship between the man and the woman.
Right.
It's not based on truth, and we know the physical world is structured and built on lies.
Right.
Meaning the physical world are not true. There is nothing in this physical world that is exactly what it is. Right.
And some people may not even know that or come to realize that. There are some people who've come to realize, I would say, especially in this past year, and also 2020, that the world isn't what you think it is.
That's right.
Things that you've been taught from your parents, your ancestors, been going from generation to generation of saying this is how things is, this is how it's supposed to be.
That's right.
Is not truth.
That's true.
And it's all propaganda. It's all so that we can be have this separation mindset.
Right.
So
yeah, that is it. All things are built on lies. Be it the political system, the religious system, the family system, the healthcare system, the educational system, all the systems that constitute human, that run across the different aspects, all the aspects of human existence,
all lies.
Are all built on lies. They are egoistic. Right. And anything ego are not real. Anything that is ego based are not real. The only truth is that which is divine reality.
Right. And that truth is on the inside of you.
That's right.
We've been programmed from the outside. The external has been teaching us and programming our minds But when you spend time and when you start to question, you need to question things.
Right.
To stop saying, oh, because so-and-so said this is how it's supposed to be. This is how it's supposed to be. Oh, my parents did it this way, so this is how it's supposed to be.
That's right.
Oh, my ancestors lived this way, so this is how it's supposed to be. Oh, my pastor or my clergyman, my bishop says this way, so this is how it's supposed to be.
That's
no, right. You have to question. Same thing with the education system. You have to question.
Right.
Or you will remain oppressed,
right,
and suppress.
Yeah, so basically everything, our life has been the way we've run our life, the way we run it, because we don't question things. We were born into it. Right. Our parents were also born into it. Our parents were also born into that system. So it runs from generation to generation to generation. But in the 21st century, people are beginning to rise with a different mindset, a different...
They're starting to question.
Yeah, begin to question things, and when you begin to question things, that is like the beginning of awakening to from that lie to truth. And then you begin, so when you begin to question, as you begin to question and become inquisitive of how things are run,
or why is things this way?
Exactly.
Why does it have to be that way?
That's right.
You know how sometimes in the education system, say a student say, teacher, but why is it this way? The teacher maybe say, oh, because that's what it says in the textbook. Guess what? Textbooks are wrong. Knowledge is power. If you have the knowledge, then you're powerful, but they don't want us to have the knowledge. So a lot of times teachers don't want students to question, because the teachers are programmed to just believe
they
what's
are
in that
just doing
textbook.
their job. Exactly. And they have to comply to whatever they teach you.
And same thing with the medical field.
That's
doctors,
right.
They go to medical school for all those 8 years. They're programmed. Whatever in that, nurses programmed.
Right.
They don't question
things about your body. Most of the things they say about your body are not the truth. Most of the things science has presented to you as fact and truth, most of it are lacking in its true essence. They are lacking. There's truth are lacking in most of these things. And so, because the human mind is limited, the human mind is ego, and ego is limitation. And anything that is from the limited point of view are lies.
Right.
And so, that being said, like we said earlier on, we are going to be talking about this society concept of a man being head of woman, or husband being the head of the wife. So, like we established already, that everything on this physical world are built on lie, and that includes that concept of husband being the head of the woman. That is not divine blueprint, and anything that is not run according to the divine blueprint
is ego.
Its ego cannot fulfill its purpose.
Right.
There is a saying, when a purpose of a thing is not known, abuse become what? Inevitable.
Right.
And that is how it is. More of what we call husband and wife today is more of just two people living together, exploiting each other.
Or what can you do for me?
Exactly.
How much money do you make?
Right.
Can you be able to buy me this? Can you be able to do this for me?
Right.
It's all based
exploiting each other, and is built on conditional love.
Conditional, right?
It's not unconditional, because and that is why there's a lot of hurt. There's a lot of disappointment that come with those kind of relationship, and 90% of what we call husband and wife relationship today are built on exactly like that. And it's more of karmic experience. People just, you come here, everything multi-dimensional based on
karmic.
That.
It's a karmic experience
in nature, and that includes this relationship we are talking about. So people sometimes, people don't believe in reincarnation, right?
There are people who are waking up to that there is
right.
Such thing.
I mean, many people, majority of people don't believe in reincarnation, and basically, it's something probably we're going to talk about in other video. But
can I just say one thing? That reincarnation used to be in the religious text. Why do you think they took it out of religious texts, out of the sacred texts and out of the Bible and all that? Just like now, if you see in the news, they're taking some things out of the history books that they don't want the children to know or to learn.
Right.
So if they've been doing this, now when I say they, the powers that be, if the powers that be been taking things out of the history books and replacing it with other things so that we could believe certain information that's not truth, why do you think they've taken the reincarnation thing out?
Yeah, I mean, just so people would not, of course, understand the truth. That is basically because when people do not understand the truth,
and you can have more control over people.
They profit from it. Those who are in the hands of affair, those who are controlling the system, benefit from that.
And they control
the people. So as I was saying earlier, the reincarnation. So when people, let's assume you are Sharon and I as husband and wife, and then there is an oppression. Our relationship is based on oppression. It's either I'm oppressing her, exerting my masculinity on her, and I don't allow her to express herself. When I eventually leave this plane, I probably gonna come in form of a woman to experience the exact thing that I have done to her.
So basically a karma.
That's it. That is what karmic experience. So karmic experience is like, okay, this is how you lived your life in particular lifetime, in this lifetime. In another lifetime, when you come, you're going to experience exactly the opposite. If you are an abusive person, you're going to come in another lifetime to be abused, so that you learn from it what it feels like to be abused. Exactly. That is how most of the husband and wife relationship is. But when you begin to step out of the realm of third dimension, your relationship will no longer based on karma. Your relationship will now based on truth. It will be based on Christ consciousness. It will be based on the platform of divine reality.
The divine blueprint.
The divine blueprint. It will be based on exactly what that relationship is meant to fulfill, to do. It will begin to have its true meaning.
Right.
And so, that being said, the concept of man is a
head over the woman.
Yeah. Man is the head over the woman is erroneous concept. It's not based on truth. If you look at your physical body, if we look at our physical body, you see you have two eyes, you have two noses, and then your teeth are divided into two equal parts, right? 16.
You have 2 ears.
You have 2 ears, 2 hands, 2 legs, just basically from your crown of your head to the sole of your feet and these two are merged as one body. The left, the right merge into one. That is true picture of what it means to be husband and wife, of what it means to be man and woman. The left side is the masculine aspect of the divine reality. The right side is the feminine aspect of the divine reality. And these two merge to create cosmic harmony, to create perfect harmony. And on that ground, on that foundation of harmony, are things created. and male, women, and man represent that divine aspect, that divine truth. The man has a divine role to play, and the woman has the divine role to play. And in this divine role that these two are to play, that we are to play, none is above the other. They are equilibrium.
Exactly, equal.
In essence. That functions are in equal level. There is none that is above the other. The man's function is not above the woman. The woman functions or woman role is not above the man.
Or below it.
Or below it.
Right. It's equal.
It's equal. And that is how it is in family setting. There's a role a man to play that a man is to play in the family setting. And there is role a woman is to play in the family setting. It doesn't mean that because
it doesn't mean that the woman is lesser than the man, and it doesn't mean the man is more higher than the woman.
Exactly. And they both are to come together to create a harmony. And in that harmony, the woman functions effectively in her role. The man functions effectively in his role. If you look at our whole body, it gives you the whole story.
Yeah. Everything is in harmony. You see, everything is equal.
To equal part. And then the left-hand side of it is the masculine aspect of the divine being. The right side is the feminine aspect of our being.
And you need both sides. It's not like, oh, I need the left side, the masculine side, more than I need the feminine side. No, both sides playing its part equally in harmony.
Right.
And that's why we have chaos in society. There's no harmony.
That's no harmony.
You can see. You look around us.
Yeah.
You watch, if those who do watch the news, or we know what's on the news.
Right.
Everything that's shown is disharmony.
That's right. Because it starts from the family. Once, you see, when everything is not, like we said earlier, when a purpose of a thing is not known, abuse becomes inevitable. There's no way you are not going to abuse it if you don't know the purpose.
If you don't know
so if a man and a woman is not...
And if you don't have the knowledge.
That's right. If, because the reason you lack the purpose of it is because you lack knowledge. So,
right.
So when the role of a man and a woman is not fully established according to the divine blueprint, those two will give birth to a child and raise them in that same disharmony.
Right.
And then those children too will grow up and then do the same thing, replicate, and then that forms the society. That forms how the society becomes.
The world system.
Exactly, and the world system as a whole.
Right.
Man naturally is, in terms of strength, is more stronger. Physicality is more stronger than woman.
Right.
And man is more of, do. Woman in the true nature is more of passive and nurturing. It's more of that tender care, more of that love. Woman actually is that is what it means. It's love, the love aspect of our being, that love aspect of that divine being.
The feminine.
The feminine. It provides that tender care. It provides that love. It provides that nurturing. And then the man provides like a covering, like a protection. Protection over her emotions, protection over the space to enable the woman to function in her role. So, but
and on the nurturing aspect of the woman, nurturing towards the children, the husband, it enables them to be all that they can be.
That's right.
Their purpose, their mission here in life.
That's right. And that nurturing we are talking about according to divine understanding, not according to the societal understanding of nurturing.
Right.
Not according to the societal mindset about care, love.
Mm-hmm.
We already know that, as we stated earlier, that the love that is experienced on the third dimension of consciousness are more of conditional love.
Right.
It's not pure. It's not pure love.
Mm-hmm.
So, but what we are talking about here is that which is pure, that which is true, that which is authentic.
Right.
So that is what is lacking, and that is why our society, so there is no, it is not divine. It is not true that a man is head over a woman.
And probably our viewers don't understand that this is the 3D world.
Right.
So in the 3D world, there's no harmony.
There's no harmony.
There's no harmony.
So,
but when you move up into the 4D, 5D, then there's more harmony and oneness, and that's where we're moving into. We're moving into 4D and 5D,
right,
getting away from the 3D.
Right.
That's why so much is being exposed right now.
Mm-hmm.
Truth is being exposed.
Right.
You know, those things that you thought was truth, and you know, you may be a little devastated, like, oh my gosh, is this really happening?
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I was taught this way, but I was taught that way.
Right.
So this is where our world is moving towards, truth.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll begin to access truth. That's right. Go ahead, I'm listening.
No, I mean.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. When we begin to access truth, when we begin to, everything begin to have its true meaning versus what we've been taught, you know, from birth, from, you know, generation upon generation,
centuries,
yeah, exactly.
In some aspects.
So we're moving away from that mindset to the mindset of truth, to the mindset of originality, to the mindset of authenticity, where how things supposed to be. When you are when you are in a marital relationship, you know exactly what you're supposed, the role you're supposed to play, and as a man and as a woman, you know exactly the role you're supposed to play. As a father, you know the role you're supposed to play versus what the society says a father is. And as a mother, you know the exact role you're supposed to play in the life of your children, and even in the life of your husband, in nurturing him, and in nurturing the children and the family as a whole. All these things are things that are not known. But when you begin to connect inside of you, this knowledge will begin to unveil. We are not here to teach. We are not teaching. We are just sharing part of the things we are beginning to, as we embark on our journey of discovering who we truly are, against the lies that we've been told that we are, what we've been told we are. As human, we're not human. We're having human experience, but
we're divine.
But we are divine. And divinity is who you are. Divinity is who you are, and that is what you are to discover. So as we embark on this journey of discovering our divinity, our divine self, so we are also beginning to discover the purpose of everything, the purpose of the of things. We begin to see things in the true nature.
Right.
And so based on that is what we are sharing. We are only sharing a part of what we are beginning to experience, you know, to a degree.
Right.
Right. So we are not here to teach anybody. So we just have to, you know, we have to, you know, straighten, put that straight.
Right.
We're not teaching
like
anybody.
Basically, we're going through our process as well,
right,
because we've been going inward more than ever before.
Right.
We've just been connecting, going inward into ourselves and discovering more about us and humanity as a whole. This is a time that all of us should make time to get alone, meditate, go inward, go out in nature.
Right.
And just discover more truth. The truth is inside of you. They don't teach this in school. They don't teach this. I mean, if you watch television, they don't teach this. You know, we're so external, meaning we're so focused on what's on TV, what's on social media, what celebrity is doing what, you know, you're so focused on those things, but you're not, you know, taking that time to go into you and find out who you truly are. We didn't just come here to, be born, go to school, go to college or get a job, and then die. That wasn't the divine blueprint. Trust me, that was not the divine blueprint. So now it's time for humanity, for us to all get connected with ourselves and with the source, God, who we all come from, and to find out what is really our purpose here, our mission here. What are we to discover and experience here?
Right. Yeah, so that is it. So yeah, as I said earlier on, we are discovering, you know, this aspect of ourselves, what it means to be man, what it means to be husband, what it means to be wife, and you know, and that is as we progress in this awakening journey, people will begin to discover these things more and more, because it's not something that you can, at some point in your journey, you have to discover the truth. At some point in your journey, you will come to awakening experience. You will be awakened. You will come to a state of awakening when you begin to understand that, oh, these are not true. Oh, this is the truth. This is not the truth. Yeah. So that is it. So we just want to share this with you guys.
This segment. Because man, we have lots of discussions, a lot of discussions. So we have a lot of future videos of things that's on our heart that needs to be shared with humanity. And we ask that you guys, if you're new and you haven't subscribe, share our videos, comment. You can make a comment of how you feel. You know, we'll read them, and we appreciate you guys for watching. Until next time.
Love and peace.
We love you.
Love you.
Bye-bye.